Hi guys. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time being here, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for clicking on this video. Now in this video I'll be testing out the HTVRONT rhinestone flock for myself. Now Tanya from Yanza Creation did two videos that were very informative, where she showed you that it is possible to use the HTVRONT because there were so many bad reviews about it. So I decided that I was gonna try it for myself. Now I'm going to pin Tanya's video. It will be the first comment in the comment section, and I'm gonna pin her video so you can go over to her channel and check it out. Now her conclusion is sort of different from my conclusion, but I'm gonna show you how I made this flock work. Now this is my result. I'm gonna show you my result. This is how it cut out. Where it happened, I went through so many different settings, different things. I did the back on, I did so many different things, but you're gonna see the video how many different things I had to do in order to find the true nature of this flock. Now if that is something you're interested in, do keep on watching. Guys, I am in Cricut Design Space. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and get the test template that I made earlier in Silhouette Studio. So I'm gonna go to uploads, and I'm gonna go to upload image. I'm gonna browse for the image, and then I'm going to search for the image. When it comes in, check to see if the size is the same as you did, and the size, it came in the same size. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to hit make it. Okay, so you don't need to mirror. I'm gonna press continue. So on the HTVRONT instruction, I have it searching for my device, and I have my dial set to custom. And on the HTVRONT paper, it says the setting that you should use is the glitter iron on setting. So I'm gonna start with that setting just to see how it cut. If not, I will have to play around. So I'm gonna click on glitter iron on, and I'm going to leave the pressure at default. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take it to the table and show you how I load it on the mat. Okay guys, I have my machine here, but the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to clean my blade. Okay, if you notice, my blade is very dirty. You see all that flock is around it. So because I want to set myself up for success, I'm gonna take a piece of aluminum foil, and I'm going to clean the blade. All that flock was on it, and I don't want anything to interfere with the cut. Okay, okay, so now that it's clean, I'm gonna put it back inside. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do, I have 3 different types of mat here. It doesn't look like it, but one is very used, the other one is not so used, and I have a light grip mat. So I'm gonna start with the not so used one. It's still used but not so used, and this is what the HTVRONT rhinestone flock looks like. When it comes, it's going to come with not paper at the back, which I was surprised at this when Tanya did hers, but plastic, like you will use infusible ink. That's what it reminds me of. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut the first piece Okay, it's very thin, very thin. So that's the first thing I realized, if I should peel it back. You'll see that it's very thin. Okay, all right, so I'm going to cut it now, and then I'll show you how I load it. Okay, so because it's so thin, I'm gonna leave the back on it. I'm gonna place it on my mat. Okay, and I'm going to use my brayer to hold it down. Okay, ensure that there's no air pockets inside. Okay, then I'm gonna load it to my machine. And remember, my setting is the glitter iron-on. Okay, so I'm gonna load it on. Okay guys, so right off the bat I realized that it was bulging up when I was doing it, so I'm gonna take it off. Okay, and this is what it looks like on that setting. It started bulging up and wasn't peeling properly, so I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna cut off this piece. And I'm gonna peel it and see what happens. Okay. So this is what it looks like. All the dots were left, only a few were left on the back. Okay, and I purposely made this template to be quite close. So if I had cut on the mat, let's see if there would be holes left. Okay, so it did rip the flock. See, it did rip. So this is no good, so I'm going to try something else. Okay guys, so I canceled the cut and I'm going to use the same glitter iron-on, but I am going to put the pressure to be less. Okay, and I'm gonna press continue. And I'm not gonna do all the heart, I'm just gonna do a small, because I don't wanna waste it. So let me just do a little piece of the heart. Let's see if it will stick. So it's not sticking, so I'm gonna take off the backing. This is how it is. It's very thin. Okay, and I'm gonna do my, so now I'm gonna do it without the backing and on less pressure. Okay. and I'm gonna show you what it looks like with less pressure. So when I took it off, this is what it looks like when I apply less pressure. And I intentionally did this template using making the rhinestones very close because I wanted to see how it held up. Now I'm gonna peel it off. Okay, so it ripped. Okay, so this setting definitely will not work. Okay, so we have to try something else. Setting didn't work, so let's try Tanya's setting. She used the glitter cardstock. Let's see if that works. I'm gonna browse. I'm gonna browse all material and I'm gonna type glitter cardstock. Let's see if that works. Okay, so I'm clicking on that and I'm gonna press done. Okay guys, I thought the camera was rolling, but I'm trying the glitter cardstock method and it's not going so well. So I'm going to stop it. I'm gonna take it off and I'll show you what I have. So this one is the glitter cardstock and it has the backing on. So I'm gonna peel it off. Ooh, it does. It cut not bad at all. Even though my holes are closed, it doesn't look bad at all. Huh? Tanya was onto something. My holes are very close. That's one thing I did. I made the holes close. This doesn't look bad at all. I am going to do it again.
Mommy.
Yes, baby.
I want pizza.
Those are actually out. Ooh, that's a good sign, Gabriel. And I made this template pretty close. I did, because I wanted to see the true nature of the flock. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it one more time. This is not bad, honestly. It's not bad at all. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it one more time. So I'm gonna put this one here. That's default pressure. And I am going to do it again with the backing on, and I'm gonna put less pressure, because if you notice, the dots from the thing were left on my flock, so it means that my pressure was too much. So I'm gonna clean it off and go again. Okay guys, so I'm gonna let it cut all the way through. I'm not gonna stop it halfway this time. This is glitter cardstock and I'm gonna use less pressure and I'm gonna press go. All right guys, so I couldn't bear to see it, so I stopped the machine. So this is the glitter cardstock method, and this is the glitter cardstock with less pressure, and I stopped it. I couldn't see it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut it out using the glitter cardstock method and see what happens with the backing on. So I went ahead and I made another template. Now this template is not very close. If you look over here where my spacing is, it is a 0.039, which is the default setting or the default spacing when you're making a template. So I'm gonna see if this will actually make a difference with this flock. Okay, so after doing so many different cuts and figuring what is going on with this flock, I finally found out the nature of the flock. So this, I don't even know which setting I was using when that one, But I did go ahead and I did this one with the iron-on setting, and when I realized and I thought, oh, this is cutting out well, it did not cut all the way through. Now, this was when I was using the first heart, when the spacing was very close. So I went ahead and I made another template. And I made the spacing not so close, and I cut it out with the backing on, and this is the result. It did cut out. As you see, there are holes that are left in it. I didn't bother to go ahead and try doing it without the backing, but I did it with the backing on, and this is the result. Okay, so the problem is not so much the setting, the setting that Tanya did, but the problem was it's the how close the stones are to each other. See, it came out pretty well. See that? It cut pretty well, and I'm gonna try to brush in some stones and see how it cut out. But I am going to try it again. This time I'm gonna do it with an actual template that I want to use, but I'm not gonna make the spacing too close, and I'm gonna see if it cut out. Okay,
Okay guys, so I went ahead and I did a second cut with the same heart with the spacing 0.039 using the glitter iron-on setting that they recommend, and it did cut on that setting. The difference between using the glitter cardstock that Tanya did and the glitter iron-on setting was that the glitter cardstock, it cut the holes all the way through, meaning the backing was also left on the mat. But the glitter iron-on setting, it cuts it so that the backing was still the holes did not cut all the way through, but both of them cut okay. So I'm going to show you what I mean now. The first one on the left is the glitter cardstock. You see that I wrote it. And that one left the dots. It cut all the way through. And that one, which is the glitter iron-on, cut. But I'm going to show you now what happened. All the dots and the backing was also, it didn't cut through. So if you find any...
okay guys, now you see not only did the flock cut correctly, but the different factors that goes with this flock. Now let me tell you, it did give me a lot of headache because I could not figure out why it wasn't cutting correctly, but we did come to a conclusion. So if you find this video helpful, do not forget to give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell so you'll be notified each time I make a video. Until we meet again, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.